Number 9, solve these equations. We start by expanding, and it's going to be 6x minus 2 plus 5x plus 15 equals to 24. X's on one side, collecting first, so collecting and having x's on one side, numbers on the other. You're going to have 11x plus 13, because minus 2 and plus 15 is plus 13 equals to 24. So 11x is equal to 24 minus 13, because you need to take this to the other side in order for you to solve for x. Then you divide by 11 the value, so 11 over 11 is 1, so x is equal to 1. Part B, we multiply 2 times x and then 2 times minus 1, then minus 1. Here we have an invisible 1, so minus 1 times 3, then minus 1 times minus 4. Keeping in mind that minus times minus is plus, therefore this is why we have a plus 4 here. Collecting like terms, 2x minus 3x is minus x, and minus 2 plus 4 is plus 2, which is equal to 3. You take the 2 to the other side, or you subtract 2 from both sides. You're going to get a minus x equals to 3 minus 2, which is equal to 1 over minus 1. Be careful when you're dividing, you have to divide with all of the coefficient, including the minus, which is equal to minus 1. Now we're going to continue correcting the homework, page 37, number 15, column A. We have two fractions, and these fractions have an equal between them, therefore we can cross multiply in order for us to solve for B. So when you cross multiply, you're going to have 4 times 4b minus 4, so you have to write b minus 4 in brackets, because they are all together as numerator, which is equal to 2 times b plus 1. Expanding, you're going to get 4b minus 16 equals to 2b plus 2. Then taking b on one side and the numbers on the other, you're going to have 2b equals to 18, because you take 16 to the other, minus 16 to the other side, you're going to get 2 plus 16, which is equal to 18. Therefore b is equal to 18 over 2, which is equal to 9. So if you place 9 instead of b in equation part A, you're going to get the right hand side equals to the left hand side, and they are equal. It means that 9 satisfies the equation. D, also we have a fraction and it is equal to a number. This number you can change it to a fraction by writing the invisible 1 under it. So now you have two fractions and you can cross multiply. Therefore it's 5 times 3x plus 1 equals to 2. Expanding and then finding the value of x, so x would be equal to minus 1 over 5. Why do we have this as the final answer? Because 3 and 15, they have a common divisor therefore you have to reduce it. So divide by 3 the numerator and divide by 3 the denominator, and you will get the reduced answer for x. In part 16, find the size of the smallest angle in the triangle. So if you look at the shortest side, the angle opposite to it would be the smallest angle. Therefore, in a triangle, when they say that they want you to find the smallest angle, you have to look for the shortest side. Now, in order to find the value, they want the value or the size of the angle, therefore we have to solve for x. We know that the sum of angles in a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, this is given 90-degree angle. This angle is given by 11x plus 20 over 4, and this angle is given by 3x over 2. So you add them up all together, they will give you 180. And now you start solving. Solving for x, you take x's on one side, numbers on the other. Therefore, you take the 90 to 180. 180 minus 90 is 90. And then you keep the x's on one side, having common denominator, trying to find the LCM for 2 and 4. 4 is the common denominator or the least common multiple. What did we do to 2 to make it 4? We multiplied it by 2. So whatever you do to the denominator of the fraction, you have to do, or you have to work with the numerator. So here we multiplied by 2 the denominator, so you have to multiply by 2 the numerator, so that nothing will change with respect to the value of the fraction. Therefore, it's 6x plus the same numerator here, because we have the same denominator, it's 4 and 4. So we multiplied this denominator by 1 to keep it 4. Therefore, you multiply also the numerator by 1. Therefore, this is why we didn't change anything to the numerator. Then we collect the like terms. So it's 17x plus 20 equals to 360, because we cross multiplied, making 90 over 1. We have two fractions with an equal between them, therefore you can cross multiply, and taking 20 to the other side, it's going to be 17x equals to 360 degrees minus 20. Then we divide by 17 and the answer is going to be 20. You have to give the reduced answer, so you don't keep it as a fraction when you can reduce more. So 340 divided by 17 is equal to 20 degrees. Now this is not the final answer, because they want us to find the size of the angle. They don't want us to find x. So you continue and you replace x, or the value of x, in the form of the smallest angle, and the expression of the smallest angle is 3x over 2. So instead of x, you replace it by 20, and then you multiply, divide, and you get the answer. Or you simplify. By 2 is 1, by 2 is 10, and 10 times 3 is 30. So the smallest angle has the value 30 degrees.